Let's take a flight on Southwest Airlines from Honolulu to Lihue today. I have done several reviews of Hawaiian airline flights, so it is time I check out Southwest and see why so many love this airline. The other thing driving me to do this review at this time is that Southwest has recently stated, as part of its ongoing focus on product evolution, the airline is moving forward with plans to assign seats, offer premium seating options, redesign the boarding model, and introduce red-eye flying. Wow, this is a big change for Southwest, so I want to be able to compare them in the future, which means I need to fly them now. These changes are slated to be implemented sometime in 2025. If you are a veteran Southwest flyer, please share your thoughts about these changes. There are only two major commercial airlines flying from Honolulu to Lihue, Southwest and Hawaiian. Southwest flies out of Terminal 2, Lobby 6 for Inter-Island, and Lobby 7 for all other flights. If you park in the airport, just walk over the bridge and it puts you right where you need to be. Southwest has a pretty big check-in area out of Lobby 7, a bit smaller out of Lobby 6, just a couple of desks there. I checked in via the app and had no check-in luggage, so not a big deal for me, but this is what it looks like. I have to confess, this is my first time flying Southwest, ever. So I am a bit apprehensive about the seating and boarding process and where I will actually end up. It's a short 45-minute flight, so not the end of the world, no matter where I find an open seat. The weather today was crystal clear, and the open walkways here at the airport were really nice. I know many have mixed feelings though on these open walkways, especially on hot, humid days. JD Power Rankings puts the Honolulu International Airport second to the last for large airports. Many have strong feelings about this airport on both sides. My flight today is leaving out of the E-gates, and there is a Japanese garden along the way. I recommend you take some time to enjoy this garden, especially before any long flights to the mainland. There are several waterfalls down in this area and some really nice pathways that you can meander through and just take in the garden and decompress before taking a long flight. There is also a Hawaiian and Chinese garden nearby. I did visit the IASS lounge, which borders this garden area. It is very limited on amenities and actually has poor reviews online. However, with that said, the staff here were exceptionally friendly, and the space itself was spotless and clean. If you just want a coffee or juice, along with a cushioned seat and a charging station nearby, this will work for you. This lounge is a part of the Priority Pass program. There is a PGA Tour grill here, a Lahaina Chicken Company, HNL Life Quick Mart, which had a lot of grab-and-go options. Of course, there's a Starbucks here and a few gift shops for last-minute purchases. There is also a gift stand that has fresh flower leis available. The case for the flower leis was empty when I was there, but I asked, and they said they did have some plumeria, orchid, and tuberose leis available. Just past that gift stand is a Corona Brewing restaurant/bar area. It was closed at 8:30 a.m. when I was there. Do you guys grab a drink or two before flights? I usually don't, unless I'm in a lounge and it's an evening departure. As I headed down to gate E9, I reviewed my boarding pass and saw that I ended up in Group A, position 56. I have no idea what that means, but I think I'm about to find out real soon. There were 6 station signs clearly marked with numbers in this area in front of the gate. I was at the 6th one, and after me was the emergency exit doors. That was dead last. My first impression of the boarding process was that it was surprisingly smooth, although it was a pretty empty flight. I feel like people just can't help themselves and need to stand up, so you might as well go along with it and give everyone a place to stand. Unlike other airlines where boarding group 4 blocks the gate before boarding group 1 is even called, everyone had a place to stand for this flight. However, as I mentioned before, this is all going to change, so we will have to see what happens. A quick walk down the jet bridge and the usual traffic stop at the door, and I was in. I ended up in seat 26A. This is a window behind the wing, which gave me a good vantage point to video the takeoff and landing of this flight. This 737 MAX 8 felt like it was brand new. It still had that new car, new plane smell. The seats, very comfortable and roomy, and the legroom was clearly more than Hawaiian's Boeing 717s. So consider that, even though it's just a short flight. As we pulled back from the gate, I got a quick shot of ANA's Honu, the Airbus 380. Can't wait to fly that aircraft. The weather, crystal clear and sunny. Let's sit back and enjoy the takeoff. The ride was very smooth, and they did offer an array of free beverages on most flights, which you can see here. For this short hop to Lihue, they only had limited free service offerings of water or cran apple. I went with the cran apple, which was warm. They also had some paid premium options as well, but I'm not sure if they were serving them on this short flight. One thing that I noticed is that almost all of the window shades were closed on takeoff. On Hawaiian, they asked that the window shades be raised for takeoff. I wonder why the different procedure there. If you know, let me know why. I am curious. After enjoying some amazing views on a clear day, we started to descend into Lihue. I was able to catch my first few shots of the island. Last year during the summer, I flew here to hike Kalalau. If you like hiking videos, you may enjoy the one I made. Strangely enough, that trail is closed right now indefinitely due to a recent norovirus outbreak among hikers. I hope they all get well soon. The cliffs and coastline were picture perfect today. A hard, bumpy landing, and we had arrived. I will be getting some video of the Lihue airport as I put together an airport guide video. I'll be walking around, getting all that. I enjoyed taking you along with me on this trip, and if I don't see you in the airport, I will see you in the lobby.